Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. In case you haven't watched any of my videos before, my name is Anthony and I love to review luxury bags, shoes, accessories, really anything that has a stamp of luxury on it. I love to review and get my hands on and share my thoughts with you all. So I haven't done a review video for a couple months now, and there's a few reasons for that. The first reason is we're in the middle of a pandemic, so I'm not spending as much money. And the second reason is it's been really hard for me to kind of get to these review videos in the sense that, you know, my energy is better placed with just keeping myself from not feeling very down from everything that's been going on in the world. I have a lot of empathy for a lot of situations out there, and I really think that my energy is better reserved for myself. So I've just been taking a step back from creating this sort of content. It's a little bit out of touch and tone deaf. So, you know, trying to be self-aware, and, you know, it's still a passion of mine. So I'm just, you know, getting to it when I can. Now that I got that out of the way, for today's video, I am going to be reviewing a Louis Vuitton bag. I've actually been eyeing this bag for probably close to 2 years now. When I went to the Rodeo store for the first time when I was looking to buy my first Louis Vuitton bag, I saw this bag, I couldn't justify the price, and it's still really pricey. I still ended up paying retail, but I ordered it from Fashion File, and I love the bag so much that I just needed to bring it home. I had favorited it multiple times, and honestly, it was just a matter of time. The bag showed up yesterday, and I already looked at it. Because I've seen the bag in person, I knew that I was going to love it. So the reason I talked myself out of it last time was that the bag was too big, but now that I've bought a handful of other bags and different sizes and that sort of thing, I really don't have the ability to use that same excuse. So I think it was just time for me to bite the bullet, and I did. This is the Louis Vuitton Monogram Legacy Milk Box. The reason it's called the Milk Box is because it has this pin top closure, which is actually pretty cool, and it resembles a milk carton. I like to think of it more as like a Chinese takeout, because that's what it resembles most to me. But it's really beautiful, and I love that it already has that tan vachetta, so you don't have to worry about getting like the brand new vachetta that a lot of the other Louis Vuitton bags have that aren't pre-treated. This is pre-treated, so it's already got that very beautiful like honey brown or that chestnut color, so you don't have to worry about the wear on the bag as much. I know that when you're buying a Louis Vuitton bag and you have that very clean, very light vachetta, you start to worry about staining and spotting and scuffing. This bag, I knew I didn't have to worry about that, so it made it a really big contender for what would be my everyday bag, or a bag that I use more often than my others. One of the reasons I love this bag is the closure. I think it's just so unique, and I'm gonna try and stay really quiet for a sec so you could hear it. It just sort of snaps itself into place, which is really nice. The chain is not like a lot of the other Virgil Abloh chains. It's not made of plastic. It's actually made of an aged antique brass, which I think is really nice. So it's going to wear really well. I don't have to worry about it breaking or snapping. Kind of looking at the inside of the bag, the way that it closes within itself is actually really cool too. I've stuffed it so that it can maintain its shape, but this is just a very cool piece. Has that sort of overlapping closure, folds within itself, and it has that really cool to-go or milk carton look, which I think is really unique. The length of the bag is about 6 inches by 7.5 inches tall. That could be wrong, but if I am, then I'm sorry. I'm just giving an estimate. I was looking at the Monogram Legacy soft trunk, but the reason I didn't go with that is this milk box is just so unique, and the soft trunks were remade in multiple colors, multiple variations, Monogram Solar, Monogram Eclipse, the sort of transparent PVC type of soft trunk. And for me, because they reinvented it so many times, it makes it a lot less desirable. I want something that, you know, is very limited, not a lot of people will have, something that I won't see everywhere, and that to me is what the soft trunk is. So I veered away from that a little bit for the sake of making sure that what I'm investing my money in is something that's truly special, at least to me, and something that I know that not a lot of other people are going to be walking around with. I am very happy with this purchase. I do think I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of it. There are not a lot of places to go at the moment, but I definitely think that when things open up again, it's going to be a great travel bag. one of the primary issues that I am currently having with the bag has nothing to do with the bag's shape or anything. It has more to do with how it lays against the body. I like my bags to be sort of at my waistline. I don't like them to be, down to my butt. I don't like them to be drooping too far. I like to feel like it's secure. And with this bag, because it is a shape that I'm not necessarily familiar with, though I do love it, it makes it a little bit harder for me to find that sweet spot as to where I'm going to be carrying it and how it's going to lay against my body. The bag currently comes down to about my waistline, and I like that it's there. I think that it's going to be a really good throw over bag. It doesn't necessarily need to have all of the structure of my Danubes and like lay firmly against my body like this, as I'm used to and as I like. But I think it's going to take some getting used to. Also, I know that the shape is going to get a little bit more relaxed with wear, so kind of preparing myself for that. I stuffed the bag to make sure that the shape of it is maintained, but you could already see here that it's not necessarily warped. It's just what the canvas does with wear and with time. It has the monogram. It does not have the pochette along the bottom, which I prefer. So that way I don't have to worry about it staining, and at least the canvas is sturdier and I can clean it, as opposed to the leather where I would have to worry about treating it with specific types of conditioners and that sort of thing. With the monogram canvas, I don't have to worry about that as much, and the staining that will probably end up happening is not going to be as visible. It is really pretty. It has that deep rich red, looks beautiful against this honey brown. The bag is perfect for everything that I wanted. I again just wanted a classic monogram bag that I can use every day. I have a lot of other unique bags, like my multicolor monograms, the Savan collection Chapman Brothers Pochette Voyage. I have a monogram soft trunk wallet in the monogram Eclipse, but for me it was important to have just the classic Louis Vuitton monogram, and I actually don't have one of those classic brown pieces, and so that's what this is, and I love it. If you have any questions about the bag, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I also know that I have a few thousand more viewers since the last time I posted a video, which is really nice, and thank you all for following me. I didn't really expect to have, almost 5,000 followers in less than a year, or 5,000 subscribers in less than a year, so I appreciate it. And again, my name is Anthony. If you like my video, hit like, subscribe, and set notifications, so that way the next time I post, you'll be the first to know. Thanks everyone, I'll see you next time.